Hello everyone, my name is Rutvi Mohile and welcome back to my tutorials on Microsoft Word. We are currently looking in the Insert tab. Insert tab deals with inserting various external things in our document such as cover page, tables, pictures as well as complex formulas. We already looked into inserting tables in our document. We saw the various ways in which we can insert tables and also design and format them. In this video of ours, we'll be looking into inserting pictures, SmartArt, charts and all those things. All those things come under the illustrations group. So let us start by inserting a picture in our document. We'll go to the Insert tab. In the Insert tab, click on Pictures and then this device. You're going to browse for the picture that you want and click on Insert. Yes, you got the picture, right? Now, when you click on that picture, you will see a new tab called as a Format in your ribbon. The Format tab is Picture Specific tab, or I will say it's Illustration Specific tab. That is, you are going to get this tab for all the elements in the illustrations. Now, this tab will remain same, or I will say almost the same for all the illustrations. So, let us start by removing the background from this picture. The picture of ice cream that I have selected over here has this background, right? I don't want this. I just want that ice cream. So, if I want to remove the background from the ice cream, I am going to go to the Format tab and then I will select Remove Background. Now, when you click on Remove Background, some part of your picture has turned to pink color, right? That is the background that your system has detected. Now, if there are some areas in your background that are actually a part of your picture, so you want to keep that as a part of a picture. So in this case, you will say mark areas to keep and click on those areas. Those areas will become a part of your picture. There are areas in your picture that are part of your background, then you want to remove them. So you will say mark areas to remove and click on those areas. Those areas will now turn to pink color. Once you are satisfied with the picture, say keep changes and the background of that picture will be removed and you will get only the main thing. After removing the background, let us go to corrections where I can change the brightness and contrast and all those things from our picture. Let's select one option over here. We can also change the color and give some artistic effects to our picture. I think most of you are aware of all these things. This is what we do when we click a photo from our mobile phones, right? Give some effects to it. This is the same thing. The next option over here is Compress Picture. Compression reduces the size of your picture. By size, do I mean height and width of the picture? No. Size means the memory occupied by that picture. In order to reduce the size of your picture, we use some compression techniques. This technique reduces the size of your picture but does not affect the quality of the picture much. That is, these changes are not detectable to a normal human eye. So, let us compress a picture to decrease the size of our picture. After compression of the picture, let us move forward. The next option over here is Change Picture. After we have done some changes to the picture, I want to change the picture, but I want to retain the effects that I have put on that picture. I can use Change Picture, where I will change the picture, but the effects that I had applied on the previous picture will retain itself. The next is Reset Picture. That is, if I have done some changes to my picture, added some effects, some border and some frames and all those things. After doing those effects, I think the original picture was much better than now. So, one option with me is Undo. But what if I had done some changes to this picture, then some other things, and now I want to revert back? So now when I want to revert back, it becomes difficult with undo functionality, right? So in that case, I can say reset picture and the picture will be reset to the original form. After reset picture, we have some styles, some built-in styles that we can apply to our picture. We can also give picture border. We can decide the color of the border, the type of the border, the width of the border and all those things. We can give some effects to our picture. Let's say some glow, reflection, shadow and all. The next is picture layout. This is used for converting our picture to SmartArt. What is this all about? Let's discuss it afterwards in some time. Let us now move to the crop picture. Select a picture. In the Format tab, click on Crop and then you will see the cropping edges on that picture. Adjust them as you want and just click outside the picture. Those areas will be cropped. Now let us say if I want to crop this picture in the form of an oval or a triangle or a rounded rectangle, I can use crop to shape. Crop to shape crops the picture in the shape that you want. Let us choose oval. So I will select the picture, go to crop to shape and select the oval from there. Aspect ratio. Aspect ratio is the ratio of the height to the width of your picture. When you go to a photographer to have a photo of yours, he asks you what size of the photo you want. 16 by 9, 3 by 4 in that way? Yes, that is the aspect ratio of your picture. So I will select one aspect ratio for my picture. Let us say I want this oval to be in the form of a circle. If you go to crop to shape, you will find the oval over there, not a circle. So how to do this? A circle is nothing but an oval with equal radius everywhere. So a circle is nothing but an oval with an aspect ratio of 1:1. That is, its height and width are equal. I'll select this picture, go to aspect ratio and select as 1:1. I will get a circle out of it. Let us now move to fit and fill. Fit and fill are both used when you are cropping a picture in form of different shapes. In fit, what happens is your picture fits inside that shape and there are some extra borders at the top and the bottom. Whereas in fill, your picture will fill the entire shape and some edges of a picture may get cropped in this process. After fit and fill, let us move to wrap text. Wrap text shows the relationship between your picture and your text. That is where your text is placed with respect to your picture. By default, if you start writing a line, it will be where your picture ends. So this is called as inline with text, which is a default wrap text option. Let us change it to square. What happens in square is, a square is formed surrounding your picture and the text surrounds that square. The type is similar to square. However, instead of the square, the text surrounds your actual image. Through is same as type. You won't see any difference between type and through. But if there is some blank spaces in your picture, the text will be placed in those blank spaces as well. After through, we have top and bottom, where the text will be placed either at the top or at the bottom of your picture. After that, we have behind text, where the image is behind your text and your text overlaps the image. In front of text means the image is in front of the text and the text behind your image. After that, you have edit wrap points, where you can edit those wrap points, change their position for wrapping. The next over here is position. Position is the position of your picture. That is where you want it, left, right, top, bottom, middle and all those things. Position, if you observe carefully, is with respect to your page. Along with position, there is some text wrapping associated with each position. The next is alignment, which is same as position but without the text wrapping. Alt text is some text that you can give to your picture. This text is useful when your picture is not able to load on the user's screen. Then the next in the illustration is online pictures, where we can search for pictures online on the internet. So let us go over here and search for whatever you want. Let us say ice cream and click on enter. You will see all those images of ice cream that are available on the internet and you can select any one that you want. You can also select multiple images in this case. Once you are selected, just click on insert and those images will be inserted on your document. If you observe over here, the format tab is exactly the same as it was for the picture. The next over here is shapes. Shape is used for adding different shapes such as circle, triangle, rectangles, arrows and different other shapes in our document. Let us create an ice cream using some basic shapes. So, let us take a triangle first for the cone. Now, where I want to drag and drop that triangle in our document. I want a triangle to be flipped vertically. So, I will go to the Format tab. Yes, the Format tab over here is almost the same as that we saw in the pictures. In the Format tab, we are going to click on Rotate. In Rotate, say Flip vertically. And now your triangle has flipped vertically and is got inverted. After the triangle, let us put an ice cream on the top of it with the help of an oval. So, in the shapes, I will say oval and then an oval on the top of that ice cream. Now, the problem is this oval is in front of my triangle. I want this oval to go behind my triangle. So, I will select this oval and in the Format tab, I will say Send Backwards. So, this oval will now go behind my triangle and the triangle will be seen entirely. In the same way, I can say Bring Forward by selecting the triangle. So, the triangle will come in the front and the oval behind it. If you see, along with Send Backwards and Bring Forward, there is one more thing, that is Bring to Front and Send to Back. This is used for multiple levels, that is if I have many shapes overlapping each other and I say Send to Back, then that image will be sent to the last layer. And in the same way, Bring to Front will bring that image on the front layer, the first layer of my picture. Once I am done with this, I will also add a very small oval at the top of my ice cream as a cherry on the top. Now I need to give some color to this picture, right? So I will select the triangle, go to Shape Styles, and here I am going to select the one style for it. Now for filling color to my oval, that is the ice cream, I can go to Shape Fill and choose the color that I want. Shape Outline is the border of my shape. I can choose any one for it as well. This cherry on the tab, again I will choose red color for it. If I don't want an outline, I'll select no outline. In the same way, I can also use no fill for having no color in a shape. After this, I need to write ice cream below that image. So, I will take a text box for it and write text inside it. I can also use word art or normal formatting for this text. After I am done with all those things and my image is ready, there is one problem still remaining over here. The thing is, if I need to resize it, that is grow or shrink in size, or just move it to some other place, these shapes are independent of each other and will move independently. So in order to avoid this, I am going to group all the shapes together as one image. For that, just select any one shape. Now, press your Ctrl key and keep it pressed. Now, with your Ctrl key pressed over here, you are going to take your mouse and select all the other images. Click on that image when you see a plus sign just above your cursor. Now, can you see all the shapes are getting selected one by one? Once you are done by selecting all the shapes, go to the Format tab. In the group, click Group. These shapes will now move together and even grow and shrink in size together, like one complete image. The selection pane over here opens a pane on the right hand side. This pane contains all the shapes and the images that you have on this page of your document. You can select any one shape or image from this pane and that shape will be selected in your document. The group is icons, where you can select different icons online. Let us go to icons and choose an icon for an ice cream. I will type ice cream over here and click on enter. I'll choose this icon for ice cream and click on insert. If you see the Format tab for icon, it is exactly the same as it is for shapes with an added change group. With the help of this change group, you can change your icon to shape. The advantage of changing your icon to shape is the icon will be ungrouped and you can have individual shapes where you can format them as you want. Like icons, we can also search for 3D models online. Let us go to 3D models, search for the model that we want. Let us say ice cream. Select enter. So choose the ice cream that comes over there. Click on insert to insert that ice cream in our document. The Format tab here is again the same. The only difference here is we have different 3D views of the same ice cream. You can choose any one view that you want. The next in our illustration group is SmartArt. When you have some text that you want to represent diagrammatically, like in a cyclic form or a hierarchical or a normal list, we'll go for SmartArt. So let us go to SmartArt and in this we will choose the type of SmartArt we want. Let us say hierarchical. Let us choose one design for our SmartArt and click on OK. Once we have a SmartArt in our document, we'll add this as size and we'll write some text inside the SmartArt. Let us say I'll write ice cream in the first level. I'll write it directly inside the SmartArt, or I can also write it in the pane that is just besides it. Let us fill the remaining shapes in the similar way. Now, in the seasonal group, besides mango, I want one more flavor. Let's say strawberry. So, what I am going to do over here is I'll select the mango, and in the design tab over here, I am going to say add shape. So, a new shape will be added in the seasonal group next to mango, where I can write strawberry. I will add one more shape over here in the similar fashion and write over there dry fruits. Actually, I think this dry fruit should not be a part of the seasonal group but should be a group in itself besides seasonal. Actually, what I need to do over here is I need to move this dry fruits one level up, that is promoting it. So, what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to select the dry fruit and in the design tab I'm going to say promote to move this dry fruits one level up. Now, this will be beside seasonal as an independent group. In the same way as I promoted the thing that is brought them one level up, I can also demote the things that is bring them one level down. If you are promoting and demoting, remember one more thing. You cannot promote a thing that is at the top level or cannot demote a thing that is at the last level. In this case, the options of promotion and demotion will be disabled. If we choose right to left over here, the SmartArt will be flipped horizontally. After that, we can also change the style and the layout of our SmartArt. The format tab over here is also the same as shapes. There's only one more option over here, that is for changing the shapes in our SmartArt. We can change this rectangle to an oval or to a triangle or any other shape. Also, I can make the shapes larger or smaller as I want. I hope you have understood till now. Now let us move to charts. Charts are used for representing statistical data. Let us say we want to create a chart showing preferences of people for different flavors of ice cream. So, we'll go to charts and then we'll have a list of different charts that are available. Let us select columnar chart and this we'll select stacked and click on OK. So, we have a chart in our document. Along with the chart, we'll also find an Excel sheet that is open. In this Excel sheet, we are going to write the data for forming our chart. So, let us write the data. Remember one thing, always start from the A1, that is the very first cell in the Excel sheet. Also, there is no need of giving some heading to a table or formatting it, just plain text. After you fill the data in this table, we are going to close the Excel sheet and a chart is created in your document. Let's format it. Format tab over here is exactly the same. For a chart, we also have a design tab with us. The design tab may look different in different versions of Microsoft Word, but the functionality, it is exactly the same. That element over there, the first option is axis. Do you want a chart to have a horizontal and vertical axis? If yes, you are going to select them. If it is already there, selecting it will unselect it. After adding axis to our chart, do you want title to this axis? If yes, we are going to go to the axis title. In the horizontal axis, we are going to give the title to our horizontal axis. In the same way, in the axis title vertical axis, we are going to give the title to our vertical axis. In the same way that we added titles to our axis, we can also add title to our entire chart. Let us edit that as well. In this chart of ours, it is very difficult to predict the number of people who prefer chocolate ice cream. It will be more convenient if the data is there inside a chart as well. So, this can be achieved with the help of data labels. We'll go to add element and choose data labels, so the numbers will come in our chart. If we print this document, we will not be able to see the Excel sheet that we had created for preparing this chart. If we want that table that we have created in Excel to appear along with this chart, we can add it over here with the help of data table. We'll go to add element and select data table over here. Along with the data table, we can also have legends in our chart. Legends are the color codes that you see besides your chart. Along with all these things, we can also choose grid lines, error bars and series lines for our chart. The design and the layout is exactly the same as we had looked earlier. After chart, we are going to go to screenshot. Screenshot helps us to take a picture of an already opened window. So, for this, we need to have that window open of which we need a screenshot. In the Insert tab, we are going to go to Screenshot. We can see the preview of all the opened windows. Just select any one of those windows and the picture of that window is going to appear in your document. I don't want this entire window, but just a part of it. Let's say I just want the name Google from my browser window. One option is take the screenshot and crop it. The other option is screen clipping. Screen clipping helps me to take a part of the entire screen as a screenshot. So, in this case, I will first open the window from which I want the clipping. So, I'll open my browser window over here. I am not going to close this window or either minimize it. Just keep it open and now open your Word document. In a Word document, we are going to go to screen clipping. When you click on screen clipping, the browser window will get opened and it will become blurred now. You are going to drag and select the part of your browser window that you want. Just the name Google over here. And when you leave your mouse, the clipping of that window is going to get added as a screenshot in your document. The format tab for a screenshot and screen clipping is exactly the same as it is for pictures. Today, we looked into the illustrations view. We looked into inserting pictures, online pictures, icons, and 3D models. We also saw how to insert SmartArt, charts, and screenshots. We saw that the format tab for all these illustrations is exactly the same. The design tab may vary, but it is very simple to work with, right? I hope you have learned many things from this video. Let us meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye.